Good morning, children. Welcome to 8th Standard Second Language English YouTube classes. Children, you know that we are all living in India. And India is one of the ancient country. Since thousands of years, it has an history of 5 to 6,000 years, children. Since then, it has been contributing to the field of science, art, architecture, economy, business, and almost all the fields of the world, children. Today, that we are considered one of the popular country in the world. We should not forget the contributions of our forefathers have given to the country. If you come to the field of science, India has contributed a lot to the field of world science, my dear children. So many scientists born in India, and they have contributed in the different fields of the science of the world science. If we name the scientists, if we name those scientists, children, there are many. In the ancient time also, that we have read in the history, if we look back to the history of the India, children, Bhaskara, Aryabhata, Sushruta, am I right? These names are very familiar, and even Kannada are extraordinary scientists and astronomers. They named as the great astronomers of the ancient time, children. And one more thing, children, that you might have heard the name of Bhaskara. Bhaskara II was called Kannadiga, children. He was born in Vijaypura. That is why that we have to feel proud if we heard the name of Bhaskara. To say that Bhaskara is one of the Kannadigas who was born in Karnataka. So even Kannadigas also contributed a lot to the field of science and technology, my dear children. And we have seen that zero is the contribution of the Indians to the world of mathematics. Am I right? To the world of statistics, that we have contributed zero, and Pythagoras, pi value, not Pythagoras, children. Pi value is also the contribution of Indians. Like this, if we name, there are so many things which are contributed to the world of science, my dear children. Just I am talking about Bhaskara, children. Bhaskara was a Kannadiga, and he was born in Vijaypura. His father was a Maheshopadhyaya, children. Keep in your mind, Bhaskara was a great mathematician, and he learned mathematics from his father. And he invented, children, a Kala Chakra or a time clock. Got it? That was invented by Bhaskara. We should know about Bhaskara, children, and we should feel proud about Bhaskara because that he is one of the Kannadigas. Got it? So, yes, then look at the slide here, children. Here that we have got a little bit information of Bhaskara here, children. Bhaskara II was a famous scientist and a great poet too. He was not only the scientist, children, but also a poet too, and also a great mathematician too, children. He was Kannadiga, as I said, he was Kannadiga, and was born in Vijaypura. His father was Maheshopadhyaya, and he was a learned, he learned mathematician. He was a learned mathematician children. Who was learned mathematician here? His father children. Bhaskara's first teacher was his own father. He learned from his father children. Bhaskara invented Kalachakra, the time clock. Okay. I hope that you have gotten a little bit information of Bhaskara's second children. Okay. I want to test your understanding. How could that you have understood about Bhaskara children? Okay. Yes, come on, tell me, children. Where was Bhaskara born? Yes, you are right. He was born in Vijaypura. Got it? So, who was his father? Yes, Bhaskara's father was very good. Maheshopadhyaya was his father. Got it, children? Yes. Then, why do we Kannadiga feel proud of Bhaskara? As I said, India has contributed many more scientists to the field of science. But as a Kannadiga, why do you feel proud of Bhaskara? Yes, you are right. Yes, Bhaskara is Kannadiga because he is one of the Kannadiga's children. That is why we feel proud of Bhaskara. Am I right? Okay. Who taught him mathematics first? Very good. Bhaskara learnt mathematics from his father. Who was his father? Maheshopadhyaya. Very good, children. Okay. What is Bhaskara's invention? What did Bhaskara invent, children? What he invented? Very good. He invented a Kalachakra or a timeline. Got it? Yes. See here, children. You might have seen why I am narrating about Bhaskara, children. Yes, that we are going to study about one of the scientists in this class, children. That is why that I have introduced one of the great scientists of India called Bhaskara II. Okay, and that we have many more. India has produced number of scientists also, children. Let's have a look. Let's have a test on this scientist names. Okay. See what I am going to do you now. I will show some pictures here. Okay, it is an activity. Just think it is an activity, children. I will show some pictures of the great scientists of our country. You have to identify their names and their fields. Okay, and you have to tell me the name of those scientists and their achievements or their interesting fields. Shall we? Yes. Yeah. I think that you are familiar with these photocopies, I think. Yes? Can you guess who these people are? Okay, these are great scientists here. I am already told you. I will show the picture of some scientists in this activity. By looking at the picture, that you have to identify the name of that scientist and you have to tell me their interesting field. Okay? Yes. Look at the pictures here. That we are just looking at the two great personalities, children. Yes, you are right. The blue color, okay, dress. That means this picture is a picture of a great scientist of the India called APJ Abdul Kalam. Very good, children. Got it? Yes. And he was also the former president of India. Am I right, children? Okay. Then This one? Very good. This is the picture of Homi Jahangir Baba, isn't it? Who was a very familiar, was a great scientist, especially worked hard in the field of atomic physics. Am I right, children? Okay. Yes. Let us move on to the next picture, children. Okay. Yes. Look at these pictures, my dear children. You are looking now. For one picture, the clue is already given. Yes, you are right. Which is that? Yeah, in the right side picture now. Yes, this is the picture of Vikram Sarabhai. Who is Vikram Sarabhai? Very good. He is a great space scientist, children, and he brought a revolution in the field of space science in India. Got it? Yes. And who is this? Very good. This is J.C. Bose or Jagadish Chandra Bose, children, who discovered even the plants also have the life. Am I right? Yes. Like this, children, that we have a number of scientists, photos of number of scientists of India, children. Yes, I will give you an activity now, children. Like this, you collect the different scientists of India. Write their the photos of different scientists of India. Write their names and their achievements in a separate sheet book. See, children. Got it? It is an activity for you people. Got it? Yes. Yes, I am going to show you another picture now. Okay? Yes. Look at this picture, children. Who is this? Can you guess me or can you tell me whose picture is this one? Yes? Very good. He is a well-known figure of the country called C.V. Raman. Am I right, children? Yes. Sir C.V. Raman. He is none other than Sir C.V. Raman, children. And we have a lesson in 8th standard on this great personality, children. Our second lesson is completely based on the story of a great personality of the country called C.V. Raman. Who is C.V. Raman? Very good. C.V. Raman was a great scientist and he was awarded a Nobel Prize for his work on the scattering of light and discovery of the effect of the light rays, which was called as the Raman effect. See, children, scattering of light was discovered by Sir C.V. Raman, children. What do you mean by scattering of light? Belakina chediruvike. In Kannada, we say like that, children. And even, keep in your mind, children, the government gifted him 25 acres of land to carry out further research work of children. And Raman Institute was the dream child of Sir C.V. Raman. Keep in your mind, children, Sir C.V. Raman is an extraordinary scientist of the country and he was a Nobel Prize winner too. What did he invent, children? What did he discover? Yes, he discovered the scattering of light. That is called the Raman effect of the light rays. Then what is the effect of light rays, children? See here. The full name of Sir C.V. Raman is Chandrasekhara Venkataraman. See here, in this picture that you can observe, children, you can look at what C.V. Raman has discovered. See children, in the above picture, we are looking at a diagram and a small boxes are given there now. So what is this? This is the light, how the light rays reflect. After reflecting, it will scatters. Okay, it scatters in the particular radius. That is what invented by Sir C.V. Raman. Usually what happens, see children here, if we take the mirror, if we reflect the opposite light of the mirror, what does it do? It will take the opposite direction and directly appears in the on the wall or in the place where you reflect it. In the same way, in water, the light, the rays of the light, it scatters. That is what that he invented. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಚೆದರು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟೆಡ್ earlier children. He is the first person who discovered that scattering of light. That is why he was called a great scientist children. Got it? And also, see, in this picture that we can see both the reflections there, reflection of light and the Raman scatter. The red line is there now. Here the red lines are showing as the reflection of light, but whereas the black lines are there, look at there children. Okay, these black lines is showing us the scattering of light. Got it? Okay, in the second picture also that is doing some experiment in discovering the scattering of light children. So like this children, Dr. Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman is an extraordinary scientist and he was a Nobel Prize winner of the country. Got it? Shall we learn about Sir C.V. Raman children? Okay. See, all of you open your textbook. Page number 18. Look at there children. Before that, there are some activities. I told you to collect the pictures of the great scientists of India and mention their field. And in your textbook, they have given the same activity. Apart from that, they have given one more activity children you do in your own. Shall we move on to the first paragraph now? Yes. All of you open your textbook page number 18 children. Have you opened? Yes. Yes. Look at the paragraph carefully children, and if you find any new words, just you underline. Okay. And when I will come to the explanation children, I will give you the meaning of those words. Okay. Yes. Sir C.V. Raman was born on November 7, 1888 in Tiruchi. He was the son of Chandrasekhar Iyer and Parvati Ammal. Chandrasekhar Iyer was a professor of physics at Hindu College, Visakhapatnam. Raman studied there at the Hindu College High School. He was very much interested in science from his boyhood days. Even as a boy, he had made a model of a dynamo during his school days. During his school days, he borrowed science books from college students and read them. Thus, from his early days, he showed great interest in science. Unfortunately, he used to fall sick every now and then, and he was not able to attend school regularly. Look at the paragraph children. Read the paragraph silently for a few minutes. After reading this paragraph, let's move on to the new words. Have you read? Yes. I hope that you have read the first paragraph children. See, look here, that we have a few new words in this slide children. There are some words. Give up. What do you mean by give up? I give up bad habit. Like that now. Very good. Give up in the sense leave or stop or surrender. Secure. Secure is he secured good marks in mathematics. He secured highest marks in English. Like this now. Very good. Secure in the sense obtain. Put up with. I can't put up with the taunts your child is giving, isn't it? Yes, bear, tolerate. Sight means see. Put on, in the sense, wear. Curiosity, very eagerness. Voyage, journey by sea. Okay, journey by sea is called voyaging. And look at there, children. There are two one-word answers are there. See here, a person who feels uncomfortable for not having a company. What do you call for such people? Very good. That condition is called fish out of water. Or a long piece of cloth with a message usually hung in a public places. A long piece of cloth, usually that we see in to announce something now. Yes, that is called banner. Got it? Yes. Yes, children. Shall we see the first paragraph, children? Yeah. See, in this paragraph, that we have the details of the early childhood life of C.V. Raman, children. Okay, his parent is name of his parents and his interested field and his childhood life has described in this paragraph. So, when was C.V. Raman born? Yes, you are right. C.V. Raman was born on November 7, 1888. Where was he born? He was born in Tirchi. Okay. Who are his parents, children? Who are the parents of C.V. Raman? Very good. The parents of C.V. Raman are Chandrasekhara Iyer and Parvati Ammal. Got it, children? Yes. Look at that. Sir C.V. Raman was born on November 7th, 1888 at Tirchi, and he was born to Chandrasekhara Iyer and Parvati Ammal. Got it? What was Chandrasekhara Iyer? Very good. Chandrasekhara Iyer was a professor of the physics in Hindu College, Visakhapatnam. Presently, Visakhapatnam is in the Andhra Pradesh now. Yes, there the C.V. Raman's father was working as a professor, children. Okay, he was working as a professor at the Hindu College, and for him that he was born on November 7. He was very much interested in science from his boyhood days. See, which was the interesting subject of Sir C.V. Raman? Very good. He was very much interested in science, children. Okay. And keep in your mind, children, he was good at science. Which subject was very interested to him in his childhood? Very good. Science was his very interested field, interested subject, and okay, the special thing was that, what was the special thing when he was studying, children? Very good. He used to get the books from the college students. He used to get the science book from the college students and he used to read them. Such a interest that he had on science. See, my dear children, do you know why C.V. Raman has become a great scientist in the world? Because, okay, that he had a great interest. He loved science. Look at the paragraph, children. Since okay, from his childhood that he had a great attachment with that subject, children. That is why later it has helped him to become the great scientist. Okay. See, children, in this paragraph that we come to know that C.V. Raman was born on 7th November 1888 in Tirchi. Chandrasekhar Iyer and Parvati Ammal are his parents. Okay, and his father was working as a professor at the Visakhapatnam College, and C.V. Raman was very much interested on science. And one more special thing was that, see children, when he was studying in the high school, that he discovered that he made a dynamo, model of a dynamo. What does it indicate? It shows the great attachment of C.V. Raman on science. And unfortunately, children, okay, that he used to fall sick every now and then. He was not able to attend school regularly. The bad thing was in his childhood was, children, this was an unfortunate thing in the life of C.V. Raman, that he used to fall sick every now and then. That's why he was irregular to the school. Okay, unfortunately, children. Okay, he was not. His intention was not to absent to the school, children, but because of his health problem, he was irregular to the school, children. Got it? Have you understood the first paragraph, children? Okay. Shall we move on to the next one? Okay. See. So, because of his health problem, that he used to absent to the school often, children. Got it? In spite of his poor health, he got first class in his matriculation examination when he was only a boy of 12. See there, children. He did not take it as a chance. He didn't excuse his ill health, children. Though he was suffering from the severe health problem, he worked hard and got the first class in the matriculation examination when he was a boy of 12 years. So here, the matriculation, the word matriculation symbolizes us, children. Okay, it is a qualification presently that we say it as a first PUC. Okay, it is equivalent to first PUC, children. He passed the matriculation examination in the first class, and also he passed his intermediate examination from the Hindu College and joined Presidency College Madras for his BA. See, children, after getting through the matriculation examination, he joined the intermediate examination. There also he successfully completed at the Hindu College, and then he joined the Presidency College Madras for his BA. So here, children, here that we are looking at the college life of C.V. Raman. In the previous paragraph that we had seen the childhood life of C.V. Raman. Got it? Here that we are looking is education, children. So now, in which college that he joined to has completed his BA, children? Very good. Presidency College at Madras. And his relatives wanted him to give up science and take history and economics as the special subjects for BA. Look here, children. This is the Raman's education at Presidency College. You know, this is the Presidency College here that he completed BA. So what was the suggestion of his relatives? What did his relatives suggested him, children? Very good. His relatives suggested him to stop studying science and take arts or BA or take history or economics as the special subject. Look at the lines, children. They may ask in your examination, what was the suggestion of his relatives? Okay. Okay, children. So here his relatives wanted him to give up science and take history and economics. So why his relatives have suggested him to take history or economics? Yes, because they thought they are very tough subjects and he could not manage that subjects. That is why they suggested him to take history or economics in his BA. Okay, as a special subjects. Did he take? Yes. See, since Raman had made up his mind to study science, he took physics. He passed his BA, securing the first rank and a number of prizes and won a number of prizes. See, and he passed his MA in physics in January 1907. Though his relatives advised him to take history and economics, he didn't take, children. How can a scientist can choose the other subjects in order to, okay, in spite of taking the science? Am I right? So, see, yes, though his relatives suggested him to take the other subjects, he didn't choose, children. Raman took physics and completed his BA, and also that he got the rank in BA, children. That is why he won number of prizes. Then he passed his MA in physics also, children, in January 1907. Got it, children? It's okay. On this paragraph, okay, they may ask like this: write about the education of C.V. Raman. Very good. See here, C.V. Raman passed his matriculation examination, and later, after passing the matriculation examination, he completed his intermediate examination at the Hindu College. Then he joined the Presidency College at Madras for BA. Though his relatives have suggested to take other subjects, history and economics, he did not take history and economics, but he chose physics and completed with a rank, with a first rank, and also he completed MA in physics in January 1907. Got it, my children? Okay, yes. Let's move on to the next one. Yes, that you have seen this Presidency College, children. See, after his MA, Raman wanted to go to the United Kingdom for higher studies in science. But his health broke down again and he could not go. This was the greatest disappointment in his life. His relatives asked him to give up his study of science and take the competitive exam in Calcutta in history and economics. Raman did so and got along well with his new subjects. He got first place in the competitive examinations and was appointed Deputy Accountant General in 1907 at Calcutta. His relatives perhaps felt very happy to see that Raman had settled down well in life. But Raman was not happy. How could a scientist like Raman put up with the life of a Deputy Accountant General? He felt like a fish out of water in his new post. But he still had hopes of becoming a scientist and was waiting for an opportunity. See, yes. Look at this paragraph. Here, Raman has to change his working field also, children. His interesting subject was science, and he did his higher education in science, but his relatives again suggested him to take the arts or competitive exams. Okay, he did so. Before that, children, one of his wish was not fulfilled in his life. What was that? Why was he upset? One wish was not fulfilled in Raman's life, children. What was that? Yes, you are right. He wanted to go to United Kingdom for the higher studies in science. That wish was not fulfilled. Why was his wish not fulfilled? To go, why didn't he go for the United Kingdom for higher studies, children? Yes, because of his ill health. Got it? Because of his ill health, he could not go for the United Kingdom for higher studies, children. That is why his health broke down again. When he was that he was in the peak of study days, children. If his health was supported, if his health supported in a good way, children, he might have go to United Kingdom also to complete the higher studies. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen, children. That's why he was disappointed, children. That was the greatest disappointment in Raman's life. They may ask in your examination, what was the greatest disappointment in Raman's life? Okay, if they ask children, the greatest disappointment in Raman's life was that, children. Okay, what was that? Yes, that he did not go to children. He did not go to United States for higher studies. That was the greatest disappointment in his life. But keep in your mind, children, as I said, his relatives have suggested him to take the competitive exam. Don't worry, Raman. Why are you worrying about your higher education? You do one thing. You choose you take the competitive exam, like that they suggested. As far as the wish of his relatives, children, he took competitive exam. See, he took competitive exam in history and economics. Keep in your mind, children. Raman, when his relatives suggested him to take the competitive exams in history and economics, he did so. He took the competitive exams, and keep in your mind, he got along well with the new subjects. He got first place in the competitive exams. Raman was an all-rounder, children. Even though the subjects were new to him, he worked hard and secured first place in that subjects also, and was appointed as a deputy accountant general in 1907 at Calcutta. See, in 1907, he was appointed as a deputy general in Kolkata, children. So, even in that field also, he got success. His relatives perhaps felt very happy to see that Raman had settled down in life. Because of the pressure of his relatives that he choose competitive exam and get success. Okay. His intention was not to take the competitive exam, children. His intention was to go for the higher studies and do some experiments and do some research in science. Because of by the force of his relatives that he chose that field. Right. So when he achieved in that field also, his relatives felt very happy, and they thought Raman settled in his life. But how can a real scientist like Raman sleep silently? Sleep silently in the sense can get relieved. How could a scientist like Raman put up with the life of deputy accountant general? Isn't it? The heart was beating science like this. Okay. That is why he felt like a fish out of water in the new post. It was a new post for him. He was not managing, he was not handling the position, children. In the sense, it doesn't mean that he don't know how to handle. but his interest is not in that particular field. His interest is in the science children. So, but he still had hopes of becoming a scientist and was waiting for an opportunity. See children, though he was working as a deputy commissioner in Kolkata, he was waiting for an opportunity to skip from that post and to jump to the field of science. Got it? Yes. Have you understood these paragraphs, children? Yes. Look at that. Yes. Look at these questions, children. Who are Raman's parents, children? Yes. Chandrasekhar Iyer and Parvati Ammal. Okay. Or his friend. Or his parents. Why was Raman not able to attend the school regularly? Yes. You are right, children. Because of his ill health. Because of his health problem, he was unable to attend the school regularly. Okay. What subjects did his relatives advise him to take BA? Yes, children. What subjects that his relatives have advised him to take in BA? Very good. History and economics. Got it, children? Why they have suggested him to take history or in economics? Those were the most preferred subjects during those periods. Okay, that is why his relatives have suggested him to take those subjects and to get success in his life. That's why they have suggested. Okay, yes. See, children, another question is there. Why could not Raman go to United Kingdom for higher studies? Look at the question, children. Why couldn't Raman go to United States for higher studies? Yes. This was the unfortunate thing, children. And this was the most sad thing in his life, or disappointing thing in Raman's life was that, okay, because of his ill health, children, that he missed that one of the great opportunity of going to United States to study for the master degree or higher, to get higher education. Got it? So this is, yes, you do one thing, children. Take down these questions and write the answer for these questions in your own. See there? I repeat again. Who were Raman's parents? Why was Raman not able to attend the school regularly? What subjects did his relatives advise him to take in BA? And next one, why could not Raman go to United Kingdom for higher studies? Written? Yes. Yes, do it as a homework, children. I hope that you have understood today's class, children. Just I will glance again, children, what we have learned. See here, in the beginning that we have learned about the different scientists. See, children, here. Yes, that I gave you today that we have learned about the Bhaskara, the great who is one of the great scientists of the Kannadiga, whom we feel proud, children. And after that we have learned some information of Bhaskara, Bhaskara's father, Bhaskara's place, and discovery or invention, children. And later that we did an activity of the different scientists, children. And also that I have suggested you to do this activity in your home also, children. What activity that I have given? Yes, you are right. That I have given you the activity to collect the photos of the different scientists and to write their achievements. Okay, these two are the Abdul Kalam, Homi Jagir Baba, then Jagadish Chandra Bose, Vikram Sarabhai, and now it's C.V. Raman. What did C.V. Raman invented, children? Very good. C.V. Raman invented the this scattering of light. Got it, children? And also in this paragraph that we have learnt about the childhood life and his parents' children. Okay, and also that we have learnt some new words. Got it? We have learnt some new words. After that, yes, that we have learnt the his education, where his education has taken place, early education has taken place, and his higher education, and also that we had seen this is what the college where Raman studied, children. And in this paragraph that we have learnt about his other achievements as a in the competitive exam, children. Okay, and now he is settled as a Deputy Accountant General of the Calcutta. Got it, children? And these are the questions which were given to you to do the homework, children. I hope that you have written. Okay, we shall stop here. We shall continue in the next class. Let us learn the remaining part of this lesson in the next class, children. Okay, thank you.